What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So yeah, as you can see, I'm at a different location right now. Just getting some morning sun, and I decided to do some tarot. So let's get into it. I hope you guys are enjoying your morning. I don't have any downloads right now or anything, but it's so peaceful. If you guys are enjoying your summer and you're at peace, I feel like some of you guys are like on an island or something like right now, or you guys are reminiscing about the vacation that you just had, or you want to go on vacation, but now that I hear the birds outside, it's like, yo, you guys are at peace. I could definitely relate to that too. But let's tap in, alright? So this initially says that there's a spiritual union between you and somebody else. So what I get right off the bat when I see this is that you guys are spiritually connected. It doesn't even have to be like you guys are connected like together. You guys don't have to be together. It could be like telepathy, or you guys could read each other's energy even when you guys are separated, you know what I'm saying? So you guys could be either in a different city or town or state, but have some type of close relationship. It could be a friendship or a partnership, or just like, you know, some type of family member or something like that. But you guys just have that connection, you know, together. And it's very, very strong. You guys fill each other's cup, and the conversations whenever you're on the phone is just like, you know, you guys laugh together. It's just lit. It's just positive. You guys make a lot of money together. This might be like a companionship, somebody that you do business with, you know. But there's a lot of love. This guy could be very, very intelligent, giving her insight, you know, spiritually feeding her, or he could be feeding her with knowledge, or vice versa. She seems to have a lot of intellect herself. And they honestly look like brother and sister too. But either way, however it resonates, take it, okay? So I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to pull out another card. That's beautiful. The number 2 speaks of coupling, companionship, you know, love, balance, togetherness. Power. You guys have power. I put this in reverse. I pulled it out in reverse, but I don't think it's supposed to be in reverse, okay? Because the way that this card is coming out right now, it seems that you guys carry a lot of power together. Maybe you both don't know it, or maybe you do both know it. You guys both hold the power, all right? Especially together. Especially together. You might hold one type of power, and she holds another, and vice versa. But when you guys are together, this is like the ultimate. You feel me? You guys make money together. You guys, you know, have good conversations that lead to, you know, success, leadership. People could probably be intimidated by you two being together, right? It's a good partnership. Yeah, overall the energy is balanced. You guys have a lot of balance. This is a really positive reading. This is a very, very positive reading. I see a fire sign and an earth sign. Earth sign, fire sign, 2 fire signs. I see a lot of earth, air, or fire here. Could possibly be water, but definitely an earth sign I could see. This is earth too, and it could be air. You guys are aware. Y'all know what's going on. You know what's going on between the two of you. So what I'm getting from this reading is that you guys are like connected, especially telepathy, using telepathy with each other. You guys dream about each other, right? You guys could see each other in each other's dreams. When you guys text or talk to each other, you guys feel the vibes through the phone, right? And it brings a lot of power. Maybe, you know, when you guys have sex or when you exchange conversations, it's just fucking powerful. You feel me? Like, even when you guys are separated, I'm not gonna lie, you guys probably masturbate about each other and you just feel the fucking power, you know? And you're aware of that. And it feels fucking good. I like that. Not only that, but like you guys are smart and you have the wisdom, especially together. But y'all both know what's going on at the end of the day, okay? Especially about each other. This is very, very powerful. Yeah. So at this moment, you guys could be withdrawing from each other, which is why I said that this could be separated. You guys could be at a distance, but you know the connection is still there, and it's very, very powerful, especially at a distance, right? This card says emotional withdrawal. Okay, so you see how he's sad and he's just sitting down there in withdrawal, and it looks like he's praying. You know, he could be outside in water or outside in general in nature, and just praying about this connection, for the love, the health. You know, you guys desire each other. There's a lot of strength and, you know, power. You guys have power and authority. You might be one authority figure and the other person is another authority figure, right? So that's fucking awesome. I really like that. You guys really desire each other. I'm sensing a lot of frustration. Okay. Yeah, both know what's up. But you guys are frustrated, I think. Yeah, there's mental conflict. Y'all frustrated. You don't know what to do. You know, there's balance. This could be the sign of Libra as well. Mental balance. And I seen the balance card too, which is like the scales. Alright, so that could be the sign of Libra or another air sign, probably Aquarius. But either way, it's all connected to the mental area. You know, communication. You guys have to communicate. Okay, you guys know what's going on. At the end of the day, this is the message. You guys know what's going on. Alright, and you know what's up. You guys both hold the power. But you're at a distance right now. You're withdrawing for some reason. For some reason, you guys are withdrawing. You're not talking to each other. You're probably not communicating. Alright? Or you probably are communicating, but at a distance, somebody's praying, right? Somebody's praying more, and they're probably praying for you before they go to bed, praying for themselves, or praying for the connection, which is awesome. I seen it stopped at 8 minutes for my recording time, and this is the number 8. So I don't know if 8 is significant to you. This is 8 too. Power. Alright. You're in mental conflict because you got to make choices about this connection. Like what's really going on. You have to reflect on something when it comes to this connection, but the power is absolutely there, right? You have to have somebody's setting boundaries. Physical, like they mean business, right? Finances, are focused on their money and their structure. They plan and they want to be stable and secure, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, you know what this means. They're fighting temptation, so there might be some type of temptation regarding this connection, which is causing this emotional withdrawal, right? Maybe you're fighting the temptation to connect in some type of way because it's bringing some type of, I don't know what this is, but it looks like this card. He's not being aware of the situation right now. Why are you not being aware? You have to look at what's going on and be aware. This person doesn't want to reflect. It says the temptation card, but what are you tempted not to do? This is what I'm sensing right now when it comes to this. They don't want to see the truth about something, I feel like, but they're tempted to. They don't want to see the insight. That's what I'm getting from this, right? Wake up, please. Wake up. That brought me back to here. They want to set their boundaries, okay? Yeah. There's new beginnings. Like there's triumphant success. This is initially the sword of truth, right? Communication. This is what it's all about. The sword of truth. Being aware of what's really going on. Using your imagination. Like you guys might be, fantasizing things about each other. Somebody has a lot of leadership. You both probably have a lot of leadership in two different paths, right? This is very, very strong and powerful between the two of you. Yeah, you guys use your intuition. Like, you're aware. You guys are aware and you're intuitive. You are both intuitive in some type of way. Look at this shit. This is beautiful. But somebody doesn't want to be aware of the situation. It seems like the female is more intuitive or wants to be more intuitive, but the guy he's there too, but he's in his own world about it. They're both in their own world. You see how the 2 is right here and the 2 is right here? She's probably thinking or more intuitive about this connection, right? Whereas the male figure is aware about himself and what's going on in his life, right? He's more focused and aware. This is the number 1. That's why I say that. 1. And she's probably, it seems like she's intuitive or focused on, what's going on in this connection. Overall, this is a positive reading. Somebody is suffering in silence, though. Somebody is in silence and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to communicate. They're just, sitting there. They're probably in their head a lot. They got to be in their head. They're in their mental. Just like the mental conflict. This is just another, they don't want to face the truth because they're having some self-reflection. They need some space and, they need to balance themselves out. They got to balance out the scales, right? This is all about, this is completion. It's an ending or a transition of some kind. They're transitioning into this new person because of this awareness about this connection in some type of way, right? Because it carries a lot of power and they probably don't know what to do with it, which is causing them emotional withdrawal, all right? So if you guys can relate to this video, yeah, it's your destiny. It's supposed to happen. Whatever is happening right now, whatever's causing this emotional withdrawal, do not resist it. Do not resist the change, right? Don't resist it. This is a part of your destiny. This is what you're supposed to go through in order to expand, in order to, whatever it is about this connection. It doesn't have to be a coupling or anything like that, but whatever it is about this connection that you have with each other, you need to, maybe you do need to be in solitude about it and you need to reflect on the connection overall, but at the same time, don't feel trapped in fear. Stop being scared about it, right? Stop being scared about the situation and just, because this is part of your destiny, like I said before, okay? So if you guys can relate to this reading in any way, please give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe, okay? You guys take care. Bye.